everybody. Will here with this week's interview chair, my very dear friend, Edna Gonzalez. Hi, everybody. Will here. And this week on the interview chair is none other than Edna Gonzalez. How are you, Edna?
I'm fine. Thank you very much, Will. How are you?
I'm good. You look beautiful.
Because it's a good day.
All right. Everything's good down there, though? You're staying busy?
Yes, I'm a little busy with my kid, principal. And now I have a new club, kennel club here in Guadalajara, and I work in the next first show.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So you are busy.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get started then.
Okay.
Tell me how you got started in the sport of dogs, and let me know how old you were as well, too.
I always said that I born in a kennel, and I'm going to live here. No, I begin maybe 5-6 years. My father loves horses, but he doesn't have the money, and so he had very good friends that hunt. So he knew the pointers. And then one day he go to the city to get a trip. And in front of the anthropologist museum, there was a dog show. So he said, "Oh, that is very similar to the horses." So he think to get a puppy. He didn't know anything about dogs for sure. So he get our first dog. I don't remember. I don't remember that first dog, but he told me that it was a collie, tricolor. I only have 3 years.
Yeah, so you are.
But the dog bite me twice.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I don't remember that, but with the years came on, when the first time I have to judge collies, I was scared, and I didn't want. I didn't know why.
Sure.
So I talked with my father, and I said, I have a problem. Why? I don't care about Rottweilers. I don't care about Dobermans. I don't care. But I feel scared with collies. And he said, "Come on, collies are good dogs, and lassie." And said, I think that. And he thought, and he told me the story. Yes.
That's funny that you that had that kind of effect on you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then he bought a German Shepherd mixed. Then
what year was this? Do you remember?
Year?
Yeah.
I don't remember, but maybe I have 7 years.
Okay.
And when I was 9, I have my first dog show, dog for show. It was, guess what? Irish setter.
Yay!
Yes, it was my first breed. The name was Tendering Caramba. He won a lot of shows here, a lot. There was not a best dog of the year then, but he could easily won that. But when I remember that dog, I always joke with my father and said, "Come on, Fritz, that's the name of the dog. Fritz moves like a hackneyed."
Yeah.
Did
Dad show
horses, and that's true. That's true. But all the judges think, "Wow, that's a beautiful movie." And I said, "Okay." When I learned, okay.
Did your dad handle him? Did your father?
What?
Was your father the handler?
No. He was terrible for handle. No. He was a good teacher, very strict. But no, he never.
But did he handle Fritz though? Who handled Fritz?
Fritz handle. Oh, Gabriel told about the pollo. Pollo handle the Fritz. I have only 9 years, so I couldn't that. But my first time that I go to junior handler was with a initiator, female. That's a very shame story.
Uh-oh.
Because I train all the month, and train, and yes, everything's good. I went to the ring. The judge said me going back. Okay. But when I returned, I felt like this. So I think no. What I will doing. I didn't move. I don't want to do anything. So my Irish bitch fell down next to me and slicked my face. So all the people clap, and I say, "Okay, the show must go." And I
put your hair back.
I get up, I finish, and guess what? I win the first place. Yes, that's my.
Well, the first time
story.
I showed an Irish setter, I showed my parents' Irish setter, Lance. I was about 7, and I walked in the ring, and I was so scared that I gave the dog to the judge and ran out of the ring. So
Yeah.
That was my first time in the ring. So you did better than I did.
Okay. Yes, that was my first brief for sure.
So did your father end up reading Irish setters?
Yes. My father was a judge. He only judged in some cities for America. His temperament didn't work for all of that stuff. I learned about that. I learned to be so more easygoing. So I learned. But I think he's my first tutor. He learned me a lot, teach me a lot. And the other is Sergio Balcazar.
Oh, yes.
Yes. My father and Sergio was best friends. He did breeder kennel. The name was Son S.
Yeah.
And there are I don't know to say it, my best teachers or my worst teachers, because they always, get me mad, get me everything. And I was 14, 15, and I was an ugly teenager.
Really?
with a lot of temperament, so we fight a lot, but I think I learned a lot. I always say Sergio was my second father. So
he was a great guy.
I have a good teachers.
Yeah, he was a great guy.
Yes.
He was.
Yes.
I learned a lot with him in New York.
I know all the stories about my Sergio in New York. Andy Linton told me a lot, and many people told me a lot. I know Sergio. Yeah.
Yeah. So you were showing dogs. Were you showing dogs regularly at 14 and 15 then?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I then my father buy English Springer Spaniel. He was dog of the year, and it almost beat the next year, but the other dog win one more show than my Springer. I show Springers. Then I won my own breed, my own work. So Sergio about get one or two beagles. Two beagles from Chardon.
Mm-hmm.
And one day he called me and said, "Come on to my house. They are 4 puppies. Choose the one that you like." So I choose one. The name was Midget. And Midget, I don't know, but because at first I think the other handlers maybe will be better work than I with him. I don't know why, but no. When I say, "Okay, that's okay, I will handle him," he won best in shows, groups, and he was the first hound of the year 3 consecutive years.
So Irish setters and beagles. That's kind of
and Springers.
But Irish setters and beagles.
And then you know what is my breed of my heart?
Uh-oh.
You know.
Yeah, Rottweiler.
Yes, you know, Rottweiler. Yes.
I did know, yes.
Yes, Rottweiler.
And I like Rottweilers too, but I'm not a Rottweiler handler per se. So
no, I think Rottweiler you need to have only one or two. You have to get very good with them, good temperament, to socialize, to everything. Yeah. But I love Rottweiler. And all my good friends told me that I have a temperament of Rottweiler. Maybe. Yes. I watch a lot of the people. I observe. And if I like you, that's good. If not, go away.
You might bite me, right?
Yes. Yes. That's my... Now I have pumps because I'm get old.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sure.
And now, you know this, it's easier travel with a small dog than with a big dog.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
When did you first think about judging yourself?
I didn't want judging.
You didn't want to be a judge?
I love show dogs.
Yeah.
I like show dogs. But my father get judge. And here in Mexico, you know, we are very small people. We don't have the numbers of you have the people, dogs, blah, blah, blah.
Population. Yes.
So it maybe was a problem. And then the people didn't get me the dogs for show. And I don't know if you remember Carlos Navarro.
Yes, of course.
Okay. Carlos Navarro convinced me. He invited me to his kennel club to judge a junior show, best junior showmanship.
Yeah, junior handling.
And that's it. And he convinced me and said, you must to do the exams. You will be a good judge. Come on. And I say, I don't want to judge. I think I am very young. I only have 21 years. And I said, no.
So you became a judge at 21?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I said, no, it's not. And he said, come on, begin to do your exams. And then when you want to judge, go away. And I said, okay. Jose Luis Pairo told me the same.
Mm-hmm.
And I did my first exams. And then they asked me for more. And I did it. And one day, Jose Luis Pairo invited me to judge. And I say, okay, of course, but please don't give me best in show. Please don't give me best in show. And he said, okay. Guess what? He gave me best in show. So that's my first time. And I love judge now.
I can tell.
I enjoy.
Yeah.
But because I think I had a very good teachers. And they really, really teach me to touch a dog, what I am touching and what to look for. No? So now I enjoy, but the first years was, well, the first years was very unbelievable because I went to the Guatemala, Honduras, Costa Rica. But all the people saw me and tell, this little girl will be the judge. Are you sure? Okay. I remember a man in Guatemala. I am taking my lunch, and he came and said, oh, I don't know that. No, I think that for be a judge, you would be ugly and old. You are not. And I said, oh, okay. I don't think you need to be that. Okay.
Well, the first time you judged, you remember the first time I met you?
Yes. Yes, that's what I tell you, because John Lush know me at Mexico City. Jose Luis Pairo said, come on with me, Edna. And he introduced me to John and said, well, nice to meet you. Yes, she's a judge. And that's all. I said, okay. About 1 or 2 months later, I received an email, and he invited me to judge in Canada. I was impressed, and I said, oh, that's good. I need to ask to Federación Canovela Mexicana if they let me go. And they said, yes, go ahead. Okay. So I get to the show, and well, all or most, not now, but all of the judge are 50 or more years,
Yeah.
So I have 30 years or maybe 29, something like that. And it was so funny because I was at the lobby in the hotel very early. I don't put my bandage. Okay. all the judges came down and they, hello, how are you? And I was there sitting. And then when the band arrived, I'll go there and I get up, I go to the band and all see me like, oh, we are going to the dog show. And I say, yes, I know. I'm a judge. All are like this. And then they ask, and that happened to me a lot of years. And they ask, who will judge Best in Show on Sunday? And they say, Edna Gonzalez. Who is Edna Gonzalez? I'm Edna Gonzalez. Yes. I'm Edna Gonzalez. And I say, oh, so you are judging? Yes, I'm judging. Okay. I get to the place and I feel many eyes over me. Many eyes over me. And I watched John Lushk to go to a door. Then I thought that there was the handlers and the grooming area and, and they came back with a man. That was you. And maybe other. I know. I saw that you. So like, what? Or really? Or I don't know. And you then later years you told me that when you saw my name, what are you thinking? Now you told. You told what think when you told Edna, when you read Edna.
Well, when I saw it, I said to John, I said, well, who is this judge? And when I saw Edna, I didn't think I'd be walking in the ring under Jennifer Lopez.
Yes, because yes. The Canadians, I love Canadians, I love Canada. You are amazing people with me, but you put me a nickname. I know later. Yeah, I know later.
J-Lo's judging.
Christina told me, you know that your nickname here in Canada said that you are the Mexican Jennifer Lopez. And I said, oh, okay. I don't know why. I don't ask why, but I said, oh, okay. Okay, right.
Well, it was so funny because I remember John taking me out because I was asking, he said, well, come and see it. And then John, you have Jennifer Lopez judging your show.
Well, but I did well, no?
Yes, you did great.
That's important.
Yeah.
Not the outfit, not the the look. I did well. Okay, that's good.
That's why you keep coming back because we want to see you.
Yes, I go a lot of times to Canada, and I love Canada. And now I have a lot of very good friends in Canada. Yeah.
So, who would you consider your mentors in judging? Sergio?
No. For judging, Antonio Eisenhut. I don't know if you remember him.
Who is it? Say again.
Antonio Eisenhut.
I don't think I know him.
He did, and he judged a lot in United States, in Australia. He learned me a lot. And my icons in judging was Mrs. Clark and Jane Forsyth.
Oh, two really good ones. I miss both.
Yeah. I knew Mrs. Clark. I judged with her. She was so sweet with me. She talked a lot of things that helped me now, and I very grateful with her. I never talked with Jane. Jane judged a lot of dogs that I handled, but I never talked with her.
They both helped so many people. There's no question. They're both mentors in so many ways. So I don't know much about your system down there. Did you start with the sporting group? Is that how you started?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you went on but I'm trying to say, how long did it take you to become all breed? Uh-oh.
2 years.
Oh, wow.
Because they hurry me.
Yeah, because they need
always talk me and say, yeah. I need more exams here in my office next week. And I said, no, I don't want. I don't care. Okay. So yes. I was the youngest judge for a long time in all the world.
Yeah.
Maybe now Juan Miranda thinks, now I am. No, Juan Miranda. Yeah. But he was maybe, when I know him, 3 years. Yeah. But yes, maybe now he is the young, and he maybe said the most handsome judge in the world. You know. Yes, and my icons for handling was Vicky Saylor, mm-hmm. and my idol Michael Kemp.
Oh, Michael, yeah, he's a great guy.
I judged Michael Kemp in Ohio, the first time that I judged in the United States. I am judging, and my steward said to me, Mrs. Gonzalez, there is a handler that he wants to ask something to you. I go and I say, oh my gosh, Michael Kemp. And I said, okay, yes, sir, what do you want? He needs to change your duct for the order. Mm-hmm. And I said, yes, I don't have a problem. It's only one dog. Okay, yes. Believe me, it was like a dream that I judge a dog that my idol showed to me.
Hope you're watching, Michael.
Then I talked with him. He asked me, how do you know a lot about terriers? And I say, oh, thank you. First of all, thank you for your comment. And then, well, my godfather and my second father was Sergio Volcácer. And I said, oh, I know. Now I know why. And then in every show I judge, if I don't judge, he doesn't care. He went to my ring and he gave me a kiss and said, welcome again. Yes. Yes. Yes, it was very nice. Yeah, same for Peter Green.
Yeah.
Same. Sometimes they judge here and I only go to watch the show. And he stopped, he came to me and gave me a kiss and I said, no, go to judge. Yeah. It was nice because they are a very good people. And for me, and icons
icons in our sport for sure.
Yeah.
So, what about you've judged all over the place, all over the world, many dog shows. Just tell me a few of the dogs that have made impressions on you, that have left those little marks in the bank of dogs in your head. Try to stay away from dogs that are being campaigned now, but what dogs that have made an impression on you?
I don't remember the name. I am not bad for the names. I am the worst for the names. But I remember Weimaraner in Australia. I impressed with her. She was so nice. Then I remember a big one for me, unforgettable. It was Magic, the Newfoundland from Christine Ambra.
Oh yes.
For me was magic to know him. Then, well, it's so funny because most of them are from Canada. So, okay. The other one is a little Boston Terrier that was, I don't remember the name, but I gave the best handler from his breed or owner handler.
Mm-hmm.
The first time that it was doing in United States, and obviously I judge the Scottish that handler Gabrielle.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Gabs, yeah.
She was amazing. And then I returned to Canada. Okay. Well, no, Uno, it's from United States.
Well,
I love Uno.
Of course, yes.
It was unforgettable. It was a show in the ring. He wants that all of people take the look for him, and he says always, I'm here. I love his characters, his temperament. I love him. The other one is in Canada. Piper?
Oh, yeah, my dog.
Oh, not Piper. Yeah, I think you know Piper, yeah. Then Tommy Hilfiger, Irish, another Irish. Center, yeah. And Robert, same color, same breed.
They like Irish setters.
And I will talk about the beach that I didn't find the fault in her. I watched her and I touched her and again, and I never found the fault. Well, maybe that she doesn't mind. Miss P.
Oh, that's her right there, Miss P.
No, Miss P was for me really. I didn't find the fault. I was so impressed with Miss P. Yeah. So impressed. And he was a girl because all the people that in dogs almost said that dogs are more impressive, more winners, more something like that. But Miss P was only Miss P.
That makes you feel good, my Miss P.
No, really.
Thank you.
No. It's what I am thinking.
When you gave her best in show in Michigan, it was so exciting, and I saved that photo because that was such a great win. So,
she was great in ring. Yeah.
Well, thank you. I appreciate Miss P.
Yeah.
So if you were to speak to, I'm gonna make you wear two hats now because you did both. What advice would you give young handlers if they asked your advice about being they wanted to be a professional handler and they were asking you, what advice would you give them?
I'm agree with Gabrielle. You always to have a mentor, a good mentor that always said the truth. The bad things that you do, the good things that you do, all the things that you have to watch when you handle. You have a lot of things to watch to be, and I think that it's a very hard work. I wish to be a handler, but my father don't let me, because here is so danger to drive alone like a woman in all our, in the way, the driveway, everything. It's so dangerous. Now I say thank you, but I wish I could to be a handler and to be humble. And always we have to learn something. Always. So I think that's the thing that they have to think, and the advice for me.
Now, your other hat, what if someone came to you and said, I wanted to be a judge? What advice would you give them? Uh-oh.
Put butter in all your body to let go all the bad
things slide off you. I get it now. Thought, where is she going with this?
Yes. And prepare to the bad comments. Don't hear a lot the good comments. It's good to hear the good comments, but you have to learn who tell that good comment, the intention.
Yeah.
And learn, reading, watching, have a mentor, and talk a lot with breeders, with handlers that are specialists in some breeds. I think that when you decide to be a judge, you have a lot of responsibility, since you have the first license or whatever you want. You need to have a good image,
right,
to the public.
Right.
In that moment, you will be always a judge. If you don't judge in that show, that doesn't care. You will be a judge. Don't get drunk. Really,
right.
I saw that.
I agree. You know, you're no matter how they see you as a judge. So try to always have that.
When
appearance.
You have a comment in this way, when you put, please, when you put photographs in your Facebook, don't be ridiculous. Really.
No, I understand for sure.
You need to take your image a lot. You represent your country. So I think that it's the advice that I can take.
And that makes a lot of sense. Once you become a judge, I think you need to be aware that you're under scrutiny all the time. So you need to be aware of that and be ready. That's good advice to
yes.
And I will take it right now. Be careful.
I hope so. You need to.
Oh, great. So what are you doing now? Have you been judging it? When was last time you were judging?
2 years.
It's been 2 years since you've been judging?
Or the pandemic, yeah.
Wow.
But my first segment, it will be in October here in Puebla. It's a country. It's a city about 7 hours from here, from Guadalajara. But it was the national for Xolotl, and I will be the judge for best of the best, and maybe I only judge one, but okay, it's okay. The best. And then I have Orlando.
Oh, good. Excellent.
Yes.
That'll be fun. It'll be great to see you.
Yes. And I think that I get to the road again in our new reality.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay. I have one more question for you.
Difficult?
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
I know you.
No, it won't be difficult. If you were to meet the 20-year-old Edna, what advice would you give her now? Uh-oh.
You will make me cry. Okay. Maybe I look like a tough girl, like a tough woman, very rude, but I am not. It's I don't know, how do you say
It's an
bubble?
image.
Yeah, that I make, but I am so easy to cry, and I trust in the people very easy. So I think that all people are good like me. So maybe I told Edna, don't trust in everything. Don't trust in all the good, the beautiful things that they told you, and you will be the thing that you want to be when you was a girl. My play was alone to play a dog shows well. Sometimes I was a handler, sometimes I was a grooming, and sometimes I was a judge. And my play now is reality.
That was good. Well, thank you, Edna. It was good catching up with you and seeing you. You look great as usual. So
I'm not so good, but I'm trying to look good, and thank you for this. Thank you for letting me see you here, and take care.
I will see you soon. Thank you, Edna. That was great. It was great to catch up. If you like what we're doing here, make sure you press the like, share, and subscribe button. If you want to find out what's happening in Will's world, go to willalexander.net. And if you have any messages for me, go to dogshowtips@gmail.com. And don't forget about the podcast on Thursday, The Dog Show Drive with myself and Wayne Kavanaugh. Until next time, guys, take care.